Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, using the Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. Text. Yep. And the website's at the bottom, llewellyn.com. Hopefully that focuses if you want to see the spelling. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you need that information. There's some other social media links too, I believe. Supportive Oracle cards. Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Love Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jessie Reish, and I believe it's hayhouse.com. At the bottom, I want to say Hay House and Llewellyn are connected. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's just in my mind that they are, just I'm familiar with them. But anyway, what do we have for Pisces? I'm saying this as a Pisces. Let's have something good. Let's have something good. Okay. Ooh. Somebody's trying to get in. Okay, so things are good, but I feel like things are like taking a bit to actually look good. Why is it taking forever? Something is taking forever. Okay. Got cat hair on me. Cat hair. You're holding strong. Can we have a little bit more about that? I want to pick up this card, but I'm trying to like, where do we need to start? I'm going for that energy. Like, where do we need to start for this to make this most sense? History. 6 of Cups and the Death card. You also have the World. You're expecting something to start. It is coming. I feel like you might be surprised at the outcome to something. Like, you have to start something. I feel like you have to start something. Which I find awkward to use that terminology. Because it's like, technically do you? But I feel like the way you're looking at it, you need to start something. You feel like you need to start something. So you're doing what you have to do. There might be some anxiety going into this situation. If this is a job situation, just to be fair, it could be job, it could be relationship, it could be anything you have to deal with. Maybe you're looking at home improvements. It could be anything. Whatever the subject is, it's kind of like I feel like I need to do it. And it's like maybe I don't want to do it, or there's like I've done something like this before and I'm looking back and I can see a lot of wasted effort. Maybe when you did it the last time, you had to do it also when you had to do it last time, but it's kind of like maybe I'm looking back at the glass a little pessimistically, half empty. Like, it's kind of like the last time I did this, like there is some disruptive energy here, kind of like, oh, I have to do this again. Maybe that's the thing. I have to do this again. And it could literally be starting a relationship, but it's like when I get into this part of the relationship, this is where it might turn sour and I'm nervous about it or something like this. If this is a job situation, maybe you're starting a new project, a new job, literally a new job. Maybe you're starting in a new company, in a new department. Maybe you got a promotion, but it's kind of like, or maybe it's a lateral promotion. Am I using the right terminology for that? Where it's like you're not really making more money, but you have different responsibilities, that type of thing. And you're like, I don't know where this is going to really lead me. I feel like I need to do this, but I don't really know where this is going to lead me. Something really good is waiting for you. There's a change coming in, and it's like, and I feel like for a lot of us, we're like looking at it, and I'm a Pisces too, we're looking at it like, yeah, I know this change is supposed to happen, but I feel like I'm waiting my whole life for this change to happen. Is it going to happen or is it not? Because it feels like the energy is kind of stagnant, and I'm feeling kind of left out in the cold. I don't really understand what's happening. The Moon card is your card. It's the Pisces card. In the tarot deck, it's the Pisces card. There could be a sense of family with this, just to be fair. I'm just throwing that out there, I guess, because it needs to be thrown out there. As you're moving forward in this change, it's like you're starting to feel on the outside again. And you're like not understanding where you fit. Even though I feel like you're also very welcome at the same time. It's very interesting. You don't know where you fit, but you are very welcome. And it's kind of like a really awkward, like, I'm supposed to be here, I'm supposed to do this, but I just don't feel like I fit, but I guess I'm supposed to. So it's awkward as you first go into it. You're going to be surprised how fast this period passes. I feel like for some of you, whatever this is going on, it might last a month, month and a half. But there's a lot of prosperity here. So whatever you're looking for, whatever you're hoping to find in this situation, it will be there. In fact, I feel like you're going to, in fact, make more connections, or like there might be a good amount of money coming in, possibly, if that's what you're looking for. Or there could be social connections that you weren't expecting. For some of you, whatever's coming in next, there's a higher level of responsibility than you were originally interested in. You got the Three of Swords coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's something you're being handed. It's actually very good. I feel like I'm getting more responsibility than I originally intended. And at first I'm like, oh crap. Like, oh boy. Because you know what this means. It's almost like, if this was a job situation, it's kind of like I was going to go on and I was going to do this job and these were going to be my responsibilities. I know how to do that. I'm okay with that. But like you're getting like a fast promotion or something like that, which a lot of people would like, but you're like, yeah, but with that promotion comes more responsibilities, more time I'm going to have to spend with this, and I don't know if I'm going to like this like that. So it's kind of like making me a little nervous. It's ironic because the gift is coming forward towards you, but you're like, oh no, like with that gift comes responsibility, and it makes me nervous. There's a changing of the guard, it almost feels like. As you move in, somebody moves out. The person moving on from the situation doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. So if this is a business situation, if you're taking over somebody else's position, they're just like, they don't want anything to do with it. Once they walk away, they don't know nothing. They don't want to know nothing. If this is a relationship thing, you are taking on a responsibility that you weren't expecting to take on in this relationship, and whoever used to take care of it doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. And it's kind of like, it's strange. It feels like I didn't expect that to happen, but somebody else is kind of like, you want it, it's yours, good luck, Pisces, and they're gone. This is not bad, but this feels like when it first happens, I'm just like, what is going on? Saying this as a Pisces, if we need to do what we need to do, we'll do what we need to do. I feel like you just do what you have to do. I'm getting you're very easy to go along with this situation, and you just, I got to do it, so I'm going to do it. You just keep moving forward. You do create a lot of harmony with this situation. I'm going to say this as a Pisces, not all of us are very harmonious, because I've met some that are not. So I would say the majority of us are very harmonious. And you're bringing a lot of harmony into the situation. Even if you're one of the Pisces who maybe sometimes, or maybe more than not, maybe you're not. In this situation, you do bring harmony. The way you handle things, the way you relate to it, you do bring harmony into this situation. I feel like it's rare to have a Pisces that isn't harmonious. You can let me know if you think I'm wrong. But I have definitely seen some that aren't. I have. So you're bringing in a lot of good energy. You're going to be kind of surprised how you fit in a lot quicker. It might be a month and a half of being in this situation, and you're going to feel this energy come at you. Like, people are going to be like, you fit perfectly, and they're going to be very complimentary. No, they're going to be very thankful for you. I don't like the idea of complimentary, because I almost feel like when I say that, it almost sounds like empty comments. Not like that. Like, people are going to be like, yeah, you're perfect, and we're so glad you're here. It's one of those things. Something that was very unstable, you're balancing it out. You're a balancing influence in this situation. This situation, whatever you're coming into, you're balancing it out. Your influence is balancing out what was not working is now working. And I feel like whatever this was not working for a while, but you are balancing it out. And I'm saying this as a Pisces, if there's one thing that we love when people appreciate us and show us that appreciation. Who doesn't? I know that. But Pisces, like, that can, like, I don't know if I should say this, but if you're a Pisces, you already know this. We can be paid very poorly, But if the appreciation is there, we'll put up for that a lot longer than we should. I'm not saying you should. And if you're getting paid poorly, don't put up with it. I'm not saying that. But like, if you're a Pisces, like I'm a Pisces, we put up with some crap. If we're appreciated, or we feel appreciated, we put up with some crap a lot longer than we should. I'm just saying. I don't think that's going to happen here, and don't let that happen to you. Be aware of it. If it starts happening, do not put up with it, because people will take way too much. Like, I'm going to clap my hands on that one. Do not put up with that. Do not. You're bringing a lot of peace to the situation, balance and peace. As things keep moving forward, this is not like, okay, so I brought forward that thing where, we can put up with a lot of crap and we feel appreciated, but we do have our breaking point, and we do. Okay. Do not put yourself in that pickle. Don't let people, get more out of you than they should. Make sure that they know your value. Make sure you know your value. If they're appreciating you and they're compensating you, whether it be money, whether it be time, make sure they compensate you appropriately. So if this is a relationship, make sure you're not doing everything for everybody and then you get bupkis. If this is a relationship with a person and you're like, you're doing all these things for them, but you barely see them, don't put up with that. Don't start that. Don't do that to yourself, because that's a bad pattern. From the very beginning, do not put up with that, because it just gets worse if you put up with it. Because people get used to it and then they expect it. No. Make sure you fight for yourself if you have to. Put out there what you need. A lot of times for Pisces, I'm going to say this for myself, if you just keep communicating and let people know what you need, and they really truly do appreciate you, they'll do what they can to make sure that they balance that out for you. So with this situation, make sure you communicate. Let them know what you need. Let them know what balances this out for you. Do not put yourself at a deficit. Especially do not play that game where, okay, I'll put myself at a deficit now and it'll balance out later. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. And I feel like there's Pisces watching this right now, like rolling their eyes, like, but I do that every time. Well, don't do that this time. Just don't do that, because it never balances out. And I think that's probably, if you just rolled your eyes when I said it, that's why you rolled your eyes. Because you play that game, you're like, I'll put myself at a deficit now, but later it'll balance out, and it never does. So don't do that. Because you got success coming here. Hold on to your success. You got to come forward. Be honest about what you need. Make sure that you're taken care of is just as much as somebody else is. You know what I mean? If you're getting in a relationship with somebody and you're taking care of somebody else's kids, that's fine, but make sure that you're taken care of too. You're like, all right, I'm doing this for you. Make sure you do whatever you want. You'll know what's fair. You're very accommodating. Make sure you get what you need too. Make sure you communicate it. All you have to do is communicate it, especially in the beginning. If you start that pattern in the beginning where you communicate and you keep communicating and you make it a habit that you keep communicating, odds are in your favor. Luck is on your side if you keep doing that. You're going to have this. You're going to want this. It's going to be a lot better than you expected, but you got to communicate. Be authentic. Tell them what you want. Don't feel bad about it. Especially every now and then, just look back at your past, because you probably have moments in your past where you've played it at a deficit thinking it would balance out later, and it didn't. Just remind yourself that. I can't play this at a deficit, so keep it out there. Keep your energy out there. Keep telling people. Like, you don't have to force it forward. Just keep bringing it up. Like, okay, this last week I bent over backwards for you, and I wanted you to take me to dinner one night, and the kids weren't here, and you could have done that, and you didn't. Just vocalize it. Like, I'm really disappointed. If I'm going to be doing all this for you, you need to be doing it wasn't that much. One dinner out was not a lot, especially when 5 days of the week I was bending over backwards for you. You could do that one thing for me, because Pisces tend not to ask for too much. I'm going to say that as a Pisces, I don't feel like we ask for a crazy amount. Maybe I'm crazy. You'll let me know in the comments. But just make sure that you get what you need out of the situation too, because it's coming. It's finally coming in. It's very odd that you have a lot of great things coming in, but when you first get what you're looking for, you don't realize it's what you're looking for, and you're a little like, oh crap, here it comes. You're like, oh no. It can go well. It can go really well. You balance out the situation. Communicate what you need. Do not play yourself down. So it's coming, but make sure you play your part in this situation. We don't need I feel like there's going to be a lot of you, and I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, where you've gone through these situations and you've played yourself at a deficit and it never balances out. Do not play yourself as a deficit. Do not do it. Do not do it. I'm saying that as a Pisces. I'm saying that to myself too, ironically, at the same time. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, and that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.